expelling. Jesus foretold that his followers would be scourged in the synagogues. Mount 10. 17. 23. 34. Mr. 13. 9 and that they would be put out, expelled. Joe 16. 2 Some of the rulers among the Jews believed in Jesus, but for fear of being expelled from the Jewish congregation, they would not confess him. Joe 12. 42 For giving testimony in behalf of Jesus, a man Jesus had healed from congenital blindness was thrown out by the Jews. Joe 9. 1, 34. Syntax in time middle.a with fortune success. A Christian woman at Philippi whom Paul commended for her integrity and whom he exhorted to be of the same mind in the Lord with a Christian sister named Euodia. php 4. 2, 3 The apostle gave this counsel apparently because of some disagreement between these two, a conclusion supported by several modern translations. Ab, J.B., N.E., F, Def. Syracuse Syra middle.qs. A city with a fine harbour, on this coast of the island of Sicily, today called Syracuse or Italian. According to Thucydides, a Greek colony was established at Syracuse in the 8th century BCE. The Apostle Paul stayed at Syracuse for 3 days toward the close of his trip to Rome. In about 59 CE the layover there may have been necessary, because the ship had to wait for suitable sailing wind. Act 28. 12 From Syracuse, Paul's ship went around and came to Rhegium, on the southern tip of Italy. The exact meaning of this expression is not known. Possibly the vessel took a somewhat curved route, away from the coast, in order to get sufficient wind to fill its sails. Or, maybe it made a circuit, following the coast, to reach Rhegium. Act 28. 13. Ab. Syria. That region bounded on the E by Mesopotamia, on the W by the Lebanon Mountains, on the N by the Taurus Mountains, on the S by Palestine and the Arabian Desert. The region is called Aram in the Hebrew Scriptures. These boundaries are only general, since Syrian influence and domination within this area were rather fluid and unstable most of the time. In patriarchal times. Of patriarchal times O textoi acute miritra longo, Syrophoenician 1053 kingdom, hostilities between the two prevailed. Israel's first king, Saul, went to war with the Syrian kings of Zobah. 1 14. 47 David, upon becoming king, inflicted heavy losses on the army of Syrian king Hadadezer. At the same time much gold, silver, and copper were taken and sanctified to Jehovah. David also set up garrisons in Damascus and compelled the Syrians to pay tribute. 2 8. 3-12. 1 ch 18. 3-8 Later, more than 30,000 Syrian mercenaries who were hired by the Ammonites, instead of fighting, took flight before the Israelites. After Syrian reinforcements were brought up, however, a battle with Israel ensued and the Syrians suffered great losses, causing them to sue for peace. 2 10. 6-19. 1 ch 19. 6-19. Following this, a certain Syrian rebel named Rezin, who had fled from Hadadezer, made himself king at Damascus and became a resistor of Israel all the days of Solomon. 1 11. 23-25 With these developments Damascus became the most prominent Syrian city and was long recognized as the head of Syria, toward which Jehovah's pronouncements against that nation were directed. Issa 7. 8. 17. 1-3. Am 1. 5. After division of Israel's kingdom. Bible history of the Syrians following the death of Solomon and the dividing of his kingdom tells, in the main, of their successes and reverses in their relations with the Israelites of both the northern and the southern kingdoms. Particular events are mentioned as occurring during the reigns of Asa 1 Chi 15. 18-20. 2 ch 16. 2-4, 7, Ahab 1 Chi 20. 1-34. 22. 3, 4, 29-35. 2 ch 18. 10, 28-34, Jehoram of Israel 2 Chi 6. 24. 7. 16. 8. 28, 29. 9. 14b, 15. 2 ch 22. 5, 6, Jehosh of Judah 2 chi 12. 17, 18. 2 ch 24. 23, 24, Jehoahaz 2 chi 13. 3-7, 22, Jehosh of Israel 2 chi 13. 14-19, 24, 25, Jotam 2 chi 15. 37, 38, Ahaz 2 chi 16. 5-9. 2 ch 28. 5. Issa 7. 1-8. 9. 12, and Joachim 2 chi 24. 2. It was most unusual, worthy of special mention, when there were 3 years without war between Syria and Israel. 1 chi 22. 1. Jehovah's prophet Elisha had certain contacts with the Syrians,